Dear students, now we are going to study the different events going during the fertilization process. You know that fertilization is fusion of male and female gametes. In human beings, the male gametes, the sperms are motile in nature. They are produced in thousands of number, and they will be released in the female body, female genital tract by the process of insemination. And when they will get entry in female reproductive system, they have to reach in the fallopian tube up to the ampulla part, because during ovulation period, means on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, the secondary oocyte, which is at metaphase second of meiosis second process, it is going to be available in the fallopian tube only. So when the sperms will reach there, then there are a number of events that will lead to fusion of both the type of cells. So let's see what are the various events that will take place when the sperm reaches near the egg. You know that the sperms are released in thousands of number, but because when they move through the female reproductive tract, most of them they are killed because of secretion of the genital tract of female, and only 100 or so will be near the egg or the secondary oocyte in the fallopian tube. Okay, so I have drawn here. This is actually the layers of ovum. This part is the cytoplasm or the ooplasm. Then this ooplasm has a layer of granules which are known as cortical granules. This cortical granule layer is followed by this thin plasma membrane layer. Okay, and this thin plasma membrane is known as the oolemma. This cytoplasm of egg is known as ooplasm, and this ooplasm is carrying the egg nucleus, or you can say that here is the single set of chromosome is present, which is arrested in the this spindle at metaphase second of meiosis second. Okay, so this is the region representing the nucleus side. This region is the cytoplasm of the egg, the cortical granule layer, then the plasma membrane or the oolemma, and then there is a space you can see here. This space is the perivitelline space, and after that you can see that there is a thick layer, three layered structure here made up of glycoprotein, which is known as zona pellucida. Very important role it is going to play now in fertilization process, zona pellucida. And this zona pellucida is then again followed by this follicular cells, which we call all these cells as the corona radiata layer. Okay, and here I have shown three stages of fertilization. Means when the sperm actually only one sperm is going to fuse with that of egg, but the process is shown in these different steps. Okay, so when the sperms will reach near the egg, the sperms have a very important structure which is known as, like this is the head of sperm, it is having a very important structure at the tip which is known as acrosome. So the first event that you can mention is the acrosome reaction that we will study now. This acrosome is the modified Golgi apparatus, and this modified Golgi apparatus or the acrosome is holding a number of enzymes, lysines actually, which will hydrolyze the different layers. You can see the layers: corona radiata, then zona pellucida, then plasma membrane, then this cortical granular layer. Only then it will enter up to this egg nucleus part. Okay, so before it reach near this part, it has to cross radiata layer, the acrosome will release. Here I have shown that the chemicals or the lysines, they are releasing from the tip of the sperm, means the acrosome. Acrosome is releasing its enzymes. The enzymes can be the hyaluronidase, which will digest or dissolve the hyaluronic acid, which is associated with the follicular cells or this corona radiator cells. It is also having the corona penetrating enzymes, means this corona layer will be also dissolved out. Here I haven't shown because it is now crossing the zona, but before that it has crossed the this corona radiata also, means if we are going to show it another sperm like here. So this sperm is dissolving the cells of this sperm. This is the sperm head, and this sperm is dissolving the cells of corona radiata. Okay, so the corona penetrating enzymes are there, and the zona lysins. The zona lysins, the specific enzymes will dissolve the zona pellucida. Okay, so this sperm is secreting the enzymes from the acrosome head part, and these enzymes, they had dissolved firstly the corona radiata. Now they are dissolving this red layer that I have shown. This is represented with the help of this red color. Actually this is the zona layer, zona pellucida layer. So this is also dissolving with the help of these enzymes. Okay, this is the first stage going on. After when it will dissolve complete zona, then the plasma membrane of the sperm will also dissolve out, and it will release its nuclear content. You see that this is the genetic material. It is holding the nuclear part, nucleus chromosome holding in its head portion. This plasma membrane is dissolved out to release this nuclear content or the chromosome set. And in third stage, you can see that the plasma membrane of sperm is also fusing with that of plasma membrane of egg, because it has to cross this line also. So to cross this line, the enzymes will dissolve the plasma membrane of male also, and then after dissolving this layer, this nuclear content or the chromosomal material will be then released in this cytoplasm of the egg. But before that, one more thing we have to consider here is that when the sperm, they get in touch with this plasma membrane layer, then the plasma membrane of this egg will undergo depolarization. Means now it is not going to allow any other sperm to reach here or to dissolve these layers. And when this depolarized plasma membrane allow the nuclear content to enter in the cytoplasm, only one sperm is allowed to make entry of the nuclear content in the cytoplasm of egg. Then another important reaction takes place with the help of these granules. I am saying these are cortical granules. These cortical granules, after depolarization of this plasma membrane, these cortical granules, they fuse together and they release enzymes. These enzymes will accumulate in between the zona pellucida and the plasma membrane layer and prevent further entry of any other sperm. So, what the role the cortical granules are playing here? They are preventing the polyspermy, means fusion of more than one egg is prevented because of the cortical reaction. You know that egg is surrounded by a number of sperms, hundreds of sperms, but only one is going to fuse with the egg, and this is This Police bubble is prevented by this cortical reaction and depolarization of plasma membrane. One more thing that we have to clear here, the role of zona pellucida. This is a very important clear, as I have told you. When the sperms they reach near the egg, they touch the zona pellucida, then the zona pellucida has receptors. These receptors, they will recognize the correct type of sperms. Means this sperm should be of same species. Same species sperm should fuse with that of egg. So there will be a recognition reaction. Recognition work will go on in between the zona pellucida receptors and that of the receptors present on the plasma membrane or linked with the plasma membrane of the sperm. Okay, they will be matched. And zona pellucida is also helping in prevention of the polyspermy because it will be thickened. It will be thickened because of this cortical reaction. The enzymes will be released and these enzymes will make it more and more thick. That's why the polyspermy is inhibited. So two functions are performed by the zona pellucida. One is preventing the wrong type of sperms to fuse with that of egg, and second function to prevent the polyspermy. Okay. So now this nuclear material is released in this spores. This is the chromosomal material and here is the chromosomal material of female. Now this both the chromosomes, as this plasma membrane get depolarized, at the same time this metaphase second stage in oocyte, it is again get activated and it will then start the anaphase second process and the telophase second process. Means the time when it is dissolving, the sperm is dissolving these layers, at that time it is going to complete its meiosis second stage. One secondary oocyte will then divide and form another polar body, and the remaining larger cell, the smaller cell will be called the polar body, second polar body, which will degenerate, and the remaining cell, large cell, is now called as egg. There will be no nuclear membrane formation take place when the division will complete in this egg. Egg will complete its meiosis second, and the chromosomal set is now going to mix with that of the nucleus content of the sperm. This is the sperm content, this is the content of the egg. Both are going to mixed after completion of the meiosis second. Okay, but there is no nuclear formation nuclear membrane formation will take place now, and this egg nucleus, after completion of secondary oocyte division, the egg nucleus is known as pronucleus because of lack of the nuclear membrane. Pronucleus, and this pronuclear content means the single set of the female egg will mix with that of nucleus of or nuclear content of the sperm, which is released in this ooplasm or the cytoplasm, and when they both get mixed, then immediately this, after mixing, the cell is now called as zygote, and immediately after formation of this zygote, the division, embryonic division will start, that are known as the cleavage divisions. Okay, so this process of fusion of content of or mixing of content of sperm and the egg, chromosomal contents are mixed. This process is known as karyogamy because only fusion of nucleus has taken place. Cytoplasm is not mixed. Sperm cytoplasm hasn't entered in this cytoplasm. Okay, what is mixed only? There is only mixing of the nuclear content. That's why it is known as karyogamy or amphimixis. Okay, so this is how the fertilization process takes place. As I told you that when this cell will divide, it will complete its meiosis second process, second polar body will released and the second polar body will then degenerate. Likewise, the remaining content of sperm, like only its nuclear part has entered in this and cytoplasm. The remaining part means this mitochondrion, the tail, all will again, they also undergo degeneration process. You have to remind only the nuclear content will enter in the egg. Other parts will remain outside. Okay. So what we have learned? First of all, the acrosome are going to dissolve the three layers like first of the corona radiata, then the zona pellucida and the plasma membrane. And this will take place with the help of the acrosomal enzymes like hyaluronidase, corona radiata, penetrating enzymes and zona lysins. These layers has to be dissolved with the help of acrosomal secretions, and there is a very important process, that is recognition of the correct type of sperm, that will take place with the help of the zona pellucida. It has specific receptors, and the zona pellucida is also going to help in preventing the polyspermy, because it will get thickened because of the secretion of these cortical granules. Okay, so the plasma membrane and this cortical granule, they prevent polyspermy by supporting the thickening of the zona pellucida. And here only the sperm head content will be released in this cytoplasm. When the sperm is going to touch the plasma membrane, only at that time the nucleus of the secondary oocyte will complete its division, meiosis second division, and after completion the content, the chromosomal set, the single set of chromosome from this sperm is going to mix with that of the egg content, and they will form the diploid cell zygote. There will be immediate then divisions going to take place in this zygote, and the zygote formation is then followed by embryogenesis process. That will be explained in the next lectures. I hope this is clear to you.